Breastfeeding is important to me as a mother because I feel like it's healthier for my baby, and I knew I always wanted to do it while I was pregnant, and it just felt right to me to do that. Breastfeeding is very good for your baby, and even though you may come across complications, even if it is easy in the beginning, just keep doing it. Even if you feel like you can't, just keep doing it, because there's lots of obstacles you're gonna go through. While I was breastfeeding, I noticed it was starting to get very painful for me. And like, I kept doing it, but then my nipples started to itch really bad. And then they started to crack and bleed and stick to my bra, and it became even more painful to the point I didn't want to do it anymore. And then I went to UNC, and their lactation consultants ran tests and things, and they told me that it was yeast that had built up on my breast.
Getting support, being confident that you can do it, and just pushing through those first couple of weeks is the best thing you can do. I've had 2 children and breastfeeding both, and I think it's one of the best things I could have done for them. I do think that it really helps in their overall health. My children are not sick often, and so I think there's a lot of good benefits for the immune system, and I encourage every mother to breastfeed their children.
One thing that healthcare providers and lactation consultants should remember when they're helping new mothers is to treat them like a person. Ask permission before you touch, and just remember that we're new at it. We're sometimes scared or emotional. For first-time moms thinking about breastfeeding, I would say at least try. Give it a good shot, and don't give up after a week. It sounded to people like I wanted to quit, but I was mostly frustrated with the issues because I didn't want to quit. I mean, everything is good about it. I'll go through phases where I think that, I'm ready to stop, but they're phases, and for the most part, I love it, and so, and she loves it.
The thing that makes breastfeeding important to me as a mother is the number one thing that it's done is it has built my confidence. So, because I have continued to nurture her and provide her with her most important source of nutrition. Right, Eloise. The support of the nurses, the physicians, the surgeons, everyone wanted us to be successful. And that really set the tone for how we've continued. Breastfeeding has been a really nice way to create a calm and quiet space for her to readjust, certainly after she bumps herself, but also when she's been a little bit overstimulated by her widening world.